Here's the right way to cross a railroad crossing. Come to a complete stop, open your door and listen for bell or whistle, and make sure no train is coming. Then close the door and cross the tracks. Do not shift gears while crossing the tracks. This fellow is literally begging for trouble. Someday it'll catch up with him and his picture will be in the newspapers under death notices. Whenever you hear or see a fire wagon or police car, give it the right of way immediately. This is no time to be picking daisies down the center of the street. Pull over to the curb and stop. In the case of fire equipment, make sure all vehicles have passed. Then when the last one is 500 feet ahead of you, resume your run. If there's one thing that will make anyone hopping mad, it's to be passed up. The department gets more complaints about this infraction of rules than any other. This must be that animal instinct cropping out. He can't wait until he gets to the end of his route where he could really enjoy that sandwich and coffee on his layover. Too bad that isn't a glass of milk, then he'd have a milkshake. Don't you think passengers are justified in criticizing the driver for eating while on the job? Failure to call streets is another source of a large number of complaints. Remember that many of your passengers don't know the streets the way you do. But from a purely selfish standpoint, there's a more important reason for calling streets. It saves your time. When you call the streets, your passengers give you the buzzer so you stop correctly, and then they're ready to get off when you open the door. When you don't call the streets, the self-winding talker or the dreamer won't see her stop until you're on top of it. So don't get the idea that calling streets is just a convenience to the passenger. It also saves time and trouble for you. When coaches of more than one line run along the same street, you should call out the name of your line when passengers are boarding. Many people take it for granted that the first coach along is the one they want. Tires are expensive. All of us know that from personal experience with our own cars. I want to caution you not to rub the tire walls against the curb. That's the best way to ruin tires and shorten their life. Although we buy our tires on a mileage basis, we have to pay for abuse like that. It's a good idea to keep your tires about 9 inches from the curb. Never drive with a tire in which the air pressure is low. You can detect a condition like this by the tire noise and the way the coach rides. These tires certainly won't last long. A free and unsolicited shower bath may look funny to you and me, but I'll bet this lady is going to be plenty sore. And with good reason. The driver could easily have prevented it. When you finish your run and return your coach to the garage, be sure to completely fill out the coach condition card. If anything is wrong with the coach, explain it in detail. Otherwise, mark OK. Keep in mind that the maintenance department can't guess what work, if any, should be done on your coach. You must tell them on the coach condition card. There are many other things that the grade A coach driver must know and do or not do. We can't hope to tell the complete story here. But if all of you, let me repeat, if all of you will use this movie as a reminder, as a check on your driving, there will be a substantial improvement in our service, and our safety record will be even better than it is now. Safety and better service are our two big sales arguments. They do much more than anything else to attract more passengers. And when it's all said and done, this is the only real job security for all of us.